Hey, Bam, with a new video. So today I will show you how it's always worth to craft your own gear instead of relying on others on the trade website. It will be especially good on the league start, but even now it's better because it's always cheaper to craft it yourself. And what happens is whenever you craft items, you can actually end up with something that you don't want but is valuable. So I will show you with some examples. So here I have some Stitch Advice, all level 86. Hey, Bam, here in the post-production. So I just realized that I didn't see why the belts were item level 86. So I'll try to explain it real quick before we get back to the crafting. The reason why I got the item level 86 is that if you look here, at increase elemental damage with attack skills, right? There's a number here. If you see it's 86. So what that number says is that in order to be able to roll that modifier, it needs to be at least this item level, right? It can be higher than this, but it needs to be at least 86. That's why I'm rolling with item level 86. If I didn't want this, let's say we only wanted like we don't want this modifier, we can actually remove it from the pool by having an item level 85 instead. That will never roll this, right? It's a good way we can do this. Let's say we only wanted the strand, but actually lower the chances of getting this. Yeah. So hopefully this helped, and that's the reason why they're item level 86. Okay. And what I'm looking for right now is for my next build, I need high tier of Dex, high tier of Strand, and well, some life, and maybe increase elemental damage with attacks or something like that. So I will be crafting with, I will use intrinsic catalyst to actually increase the quality of the attribute by 20%. So if I hit 50 dex, it will turn to 60 dex instead. Then for whatever. So what I'll be using now is just using the catalyst. The reason why they're white is that instead of having to use one for every quality, I get 5 per use, right? So I will be using this. And then we'll just use the essences we have. Hope for the best. Okay, so the essences I have are dexterity. So on other items it says dex and intelligence. And the reason why I'm using this, I will show you, is that if you look at PoEDB, so by the way, PoEDB should be your best friend. It tells you everything. I'll show you how to navigate to get to belts. You go there, modifiers, modifiers again, and then in jewelry, because belts are jewelry, you just click on belts, okay? So if we look at the, so this is all the prefixes and suffixes that can roll naturally. If we go down there, the Shaper, Elder, Crusader, Redeemer, Hunter, Warlord. Okay, but we're not gonna touch this for now. So if you look at here, naturally belts can roll strand, but they cannot roll intelligence nor dexterity. So by using some essences on our belt, we will guarantee those mods, which means that the item we craft cannot drop naturally, okay? But it has to be rolled with essences. So, okay, I'll be using some, and then we will check if we get anything good. Alright, so here we have charge gain, which is pretty cool. So this is a good example. The suffixes are pretty nice, because we got the dex, as I said, is guaranteed because of the essence. Then we got tier 2 cold resist and charge gain. So if we look at this, it's not what I'm looking for, right? But if we look at this, like there's none on the market. We lower, okay, maybe 50. It says 2 divide, right? It's not worth that much, but as I said, there's none on the market. So if someone is looking for that item, especially like high dex, some armor, and fast charge gain, they will pay a premium for it. Maybe it's not wanted, but if someone is, and by the way, you can always craft something else. I like to craft either life or increase elemental damage when there's an open prefix. And when there are suffixes, I like to craft a hybrid chaos and whatever elemental resistance. Okay? So here. Well, next, this one's pretty bad. This one's pretty bad too. The armor is cool, but the rest is pretty bad. That one, flash charge used. That's cool. See, that's a cool one. So flash. If we look at this, flash reduce flash charge used, the abyssal socket and the dexterity. Already like 100 chaos, right? It's been there for a month, so I don't think it's worth that much. But you can see, like as I said, those cannot drop on the ground, so there's no way you can actually find this. If someone was looking for it, they needed to either craft it themselves or go on the trade website. So you're there. They said I don't think it's worth that much, but it's just an example to show you what you can do. Now this is pretty bad. I loot here of cold resist and nothing else pretty much. This has tier 1 fire resist and some life. We'll set it aside. Flask effect duration and chaos resist. I think the chaos resist is little, but we can always price check it. Right. And let's see, we put 50 dex instead. They said I don't think it's worth that much, but still. You see how I didn't end up with anything that I actually wanted, but I crafted some stuff for other people, so maybe you can make some profit while you're crafting. See, this is tier 1 flask effect duration, which is pretty cool. See, I don't think it's worth that much, but as I said, if someone's looking for exactly that, maybe they will pay a premium for it. Then we just can just craft already has life, so maybe increase elemental damage with attacks. And this is pretty bad. Alright, so what we'll do is that we will use our essences again on some others. And then that is bad. This is what I'm looking for. Strength and Dex, as I said. That's what I'm looking for my next build. So if I were to buy this on the trade website, it would cost me 3 divines. Maybe less. But right now, that's the only one there is on the trade website. And I just used like 2 instances on this, right? Craft live. And yeah. See, it's easier to craft it than to spend like 3 divines to buy something like that, whatever the price is. Alright, and those two will be savage. Yeah, I got another one. It's lower tier of strand, but still. I got resist again. I can craft something. The cool thing that whenever you craft stuff, is that you get to keep the best one for yourself, right? So if I for example, I rolled that one first, and then I end up with this one, well, I get to keep this one, and I can sell that one for a profit. Okay? So we'll be using the others. I don't think that's worth anything. Maybe that one, but thing. Okay, and we'll do the same for intelligence. As I said, if we go back to PoEDB, strength can roll naturally on pelts, but it cannot roll dexterity, cannot roll intelligence. Okay? Okay, so we did that one. Alright, so this one's kind of cool because it has like high resist and intelligence if we price check it. As I said, I don't think it's worth that much, but you can undercut it, maybe sell it for a divine or something. Super easy to make currency with stuff that cannot drop naturally. Okay, so we'll set it aside. Here, energy is cool. Resist is okay. We'll set it aside too. Here, see, we got the strand. So if we look ahead, strand, one divine. It cost me like barely like 10k max. So as I said, you can just buy one base or you can buy a couple of bases, and whenever you get what you have, you can sell the others. Whenever you hit what you want to hit, you sell the others. This trend here is too low, I will reroll it. Charge gain is cool, but it's too low. See, this is one I really like. This is like perfect. It has a end and strand. As I said, this one rolls naturally, this one doesn't. It has a tier 1 resist and even some armor. So Yeah, and remember you can always use it like exalted orbs and stuff like that. Make sure you block something before using that, but here I will just craft life on it. Try to get at least 50 life. And yeah, we're done. So hopefully this can help you whenever you're looking for something specific. Try to understand how to get it, and then use PoEDB to do that, how to get it, right? And then try to do it your own on multiple bases if you can afford it, and then you can sell the rest. Hopefully this was helpful. Take care, guys.